So Jasmine told Mama D, you text her saying you'll give her more money if she gives you more.
What? Come on, dog. Like, I don't be around that. I don't even come to your door because you come to the door naked.
What the going on? You stuttering. He want to talk about she come to the door naked. Like, oh, she do? Oh, you just now bringing that up now that something's been brought up? Like, bro, I'm hearing a lot of excuses. I should be hearing the bitch's line. Just keep it up. But the end of the day, for real, like, what the?
All that nigga got time for. You still dragging me all this time, got me back in court, wasting money. I'm constantly always giving you extra money. Jasmine is back up on 10 trying to ruin my life. You're single, you don't have a man, and...
In the Frosty home, the storm between Rasheeda and her husband Kirk Frost was anything but glamorous. It was a storm of secrets, betrayal, and trust that threatened to destroy years of their marriage. Rasheeda had been searching for the truth for months, and tonight she finally had the answers she needed. But the revelation would come at a price. Being a leader and a prosperous businesswoman who had established her own empire, Rasheeda had always taken pride in herself. Working very hard to get to where she was while juggling her family life and her relationship with Kirk, her longtime husband. They had their share of ups and downs, but Rasheeda had always thought that their bond could withstand any hardship. However, there were rumors that had been circulating for far too long about Kirk's infidelity. A woman named Jasmine, and a payment that Rasheeda couldn't ignore. The rumors had begun months ago, and Rasheeda had attempted to dismiss them as mere gossip. But when she learned that Kirk had paid Jasmine for her time, Rasheeda was deeply hurt by the news, especially since it wasn't a casual affair. Rather, it was something Kirk had purportedly paid for a financial transaction, which caused her to doubt their relationship in every way. According to friends and other sources, Rasheeda had learned that Kirk had been paying Jasmine money to spend time with him in ways that went well beyond the scope of professional business. The thought of her husband being involved in such a transaction was unsettling to Rasheeda. Was it an isolated incident or the most recent in a string of betrayals? The inquiries didn't stop coming up. After weeks of silence, she couldn't sleep at night, wondering if the man she had made her life with had lost all regard for their union. Standing in the center of their opulent living room, Rasheeda knew it was time to face Kirk and demand the truth. Her mind was racing, but she knew deep down that this confrontation would permanently alter their situation. Additionally, she had to be strong for her family and their business. Kirk greeted Rasheeda with a smile when he got home from a long day, not realizing the storm that was about to hit him. However, she didn't return the smile. She looked him in the eyes. Her look was unflinching and icy. "We need to talk, Kirk," Rasheeda replied in a forceful yet calm manner. Her eyes were tense, and Kirk's smile dimmed. "What's going on, sweetie? You seem upset." In a gesture that indicated she wasn't backing down, Rasheeda crossed her arms over her chest. "I know what you've been doing, Kirk, and I'm done playing games," she said. Rasheeda took a long breath as Kirk's face tensed. "What are you talking about? I am aware of the funds, Kirk. You paid Jasmine for something that I believed exclusively belonged in our marriage, and I am aware of it. Did you not pay her to spend time with you?" Kirk's eyes briefly widened before he made a hasty attempt to gather his thoughts. "Stop lying to me, Rasheeda. It's not what you think." "Kirk, I don't know what's been going on. You've been paying this woman to be with you, and you've crossed a line that I can't ignore," Rasheeda shot back, her voice angry. "Rasheeda, it wasn't like that. It was a mistake. I didn't plan for it to get this far. But you have to realize that things have been busy and that I wasn't thinking clearly." Kirk ran a hand through his hair in irritation. With her eyes flaming with rage, Rasheeda took a step closer. "You weren't thinking clearly. Is that your justification?" "Kirk, do not even try to convince me that it was merely a commercial transaction. I am not a fool. You paid a lady to have sex with you, and it is not merely an error, it is treachery." Rasheeda interrupted Kirk as he was about to reply, saying, You've lied to me before, Kirk, but this is a whole new level of you crossing a line that I can't come back from. I built my entire life with you, and you repay me with this. Kirk appeared guilty yet defensive. You must trust me when I say that I didn't mean to hurt you, Rasheeda, but things have been difficult between us. I apologize. Was an error that I swear I won't let to occur again. While Rasheeda's wrath was evident, her voice also carried sadness. How can I trust you, Kirk? Rasheeda's emotions were a whirlwind, and she wasn't sure where to go from here. The hurt was deep, and the betrayal felt like a wound that couldn't be healed with an apology. How can I trust you after everything you've done? You claim it was an error, but it wasn't just one night because you paid her. You made it a business deal. I want room. Kirk is eventually, she spoke in a softer but still. Weighed down by her suffering. I need some time to determine whether I can go past this. I'm not sure if I can forgive you for this, or even if I'd like to. Kirk's heart sank as he realized the seriousness of what he had done, leaving him speechless. Rasheeda, I love you and don't want to lose you, so please don't do this. For the first time in a long time, Kirk Frost was confronted with the reality that he had made a choice. Rasheeda shook her head and stepped aside, saying, "It's too late for that, Kirk. You've already lost me with that." He turned and left the room, leaving Kirk standing there with his regrets and guilt choking him. Rasheeda knew the road ahead would be difficult because trust had been broken, and there was no assurance that it could be restored. But she was a queen who had built her empire from the ground up, and was prepared to bounce back from whatever happened with Kirk. The battle wasn't over, but one thing was for sure. Rasheeda wasn't going to let anyone, not even her own husband, drag her down. That might just cost him everything he knew, his marriage, his family, and his life.
Mama D, you text her saying you'll give her more money if she gives you more.
What? Come on, dog. Like, I don't be around that. I don't even come to your door because you come to the door naked.
What the going on? You stuttering. He want to talk about some, she comes to the door naked. Like, oh, she do? Oh, you just now bringing that up now that something's been brought up? Like, bro, I'm hearing a lot of excuses. I should be hearing the bitch's line. Just keep it up. But the end of the day, for real, like, what the?
All that nigga I got time for. You still dragging me all this time, got me back in court, wasting money. I'm constantly always giving you extra money. Jasmine is back up on 10 trying to ruin my life. You're single, you don't have a man, and
Rasheeda and Kirk Frost have been one of the most talked about couples in Atlanta history. Their relationship has endured betrayal, infidelity, scandals, and constant drama, but they have always managed to stay together. The most recent revelation, however, may be the last straw for fans, who recall how Kirk's previous affair with Jasmine resulted in a love child named Cannon that nearly ended their marriage. It seems like history is repeating itself, but this time with even more shocking details. Rumors began to circulate that Kirk Frost was once again involved in a scandal with Jasmine Washington. Secretly paid Jasmine to spend the night with him at a posh hotel. The story quickly went viral on social media, with fans wondering if it was real or just a publicity stunt. However, things took a sharp turn when receipts and purported text messages between Kirk and Jasmine started to appear online, confirming that something suspicious was going on behind Rasheeda's back. When the rumors reached Rasheeda, she wasted no time in confronting her husband in a heated face-to-face showdown. Sources close to the pair said that Rasheeda was furious and accused Kirk of humiliating her once more after she demanded answers from him. Conversely, Kirk attempted to refute the accusations at first, but the growing evidence forced him to stop the deed. The altercation swiftly turned into a shouting war, with Rasheeda sobbing at the betrayal while Kirk and Rasheeda battled it out. Jasmine chose to speak out and provide her perspective in a special interview. Using images of text messages in which Kirk purportedly negotiated the payment, Jasmine asserted that Kirk had in fact paid her for spending the night with him. Fans were divided by Jasmine's bombshell statement, which she claimed was not intended to end their marriage, but rather to reveal the truth. On social media, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta fans expressed their opinions on the scandal, and many were quick to blame Kirk for once again disrespecting Rasheeda, as the word spread like wildfire. The drama generated intense online debates, with some criticizing Jasmine for continuing to date a married man. Fans expressed their sympathy for Rasheeda and demanded that she finally leave Kirk. Good memes and hashtags such as #LeaveHimmus and #Kirkut began trending, demonstrating how invested the audience was in the messy situation despite the overwhelming evidence against him. In a further denial of the accusations, Kirk Frost comments said in public Kirk maintained that he would never betray Rasheeda again and accused Jasmine of attempting to destroy his marriage. But his feeble defense did little to persuade fans, particularly after Jasmine's receipts were widely shared on social media with the scandal weighing heavily on her. Kirk claimed that the entire scandal was made up and that Jasmine was merely trying to get attention. Rasheeda had a passionate Instagram live session where she was unable to control her emotions. Rasheeda sobbed as she talked candidly about the hurt of having her beloved partner betray her on a regular basis. She said that she was sick of putting up with Kirk's betrayals and working to keep their marriage intact. Just when everyone thought the drama couldn't get much messier, fans came flooding the comments with supportive words, asking Rasheeda to finally leave the poisonous relationship. Using images of cash transfer confirmations, purported phone conversations, and even a voice clip of Kirk allegedly setting up the payment, Jasmine revealed even more startling receipts. Jasmine's daring action destroyed Kirk's reputation and left Rasheeda with little alternative but to reevaluate their marriage after days of introspection and emotional pain. The bombshell receipts left viewers stunned and further demonstrated that Kirk had been lying all along. In the end, Rasheeda made a. As the dust settles, the future of Rasheeda and Kirk's marriage hangs in the balance, while Kirk continues to deny the allegations. The damage has already been done, and the scandal has once again exposed the dark side of their relationship, leaving fans wondering if this will finally be the end of their turbulent love story. The couple's decision sources reveal that Rasheeda is seriously considering filing for divorce this time. The years of betrayal, humiliation, and heartbreak have taken their toll, and Rasheeda is prepared to put herself first. Be the same following this explosive revelation. The drama between Rasheeda Kirk Frost and Jasmine Washington has left the entire fan base of Love and Hip Hop in shock, with accusations, receipts, and emotional breakdowns taking place in front of the public. The scandal has taken the reality TV world by storm, and while fans are eagerly awaiting the next episode, one question remains. If you thought Kirk's having a child behind Rasheeda's back was the worst thing he could do, think again. The most recent information indicates that Kirk has cheated on both Rasheeda and Jasmine. Will she finally leave Kirk permanently, or will she continue to fight for their broken marriage? Hi, Pop, and another lover creeping. According to sources, Atlanta star Kendra Robinson's marriage to young Jock has now pulled Rasheeda directly into this catastrophe, which will have an impact on the entire filming process. Trust me, things are going to get much messier. Several cast members, including Rasheeda and Jock, have seen the tape of Kirk and Kendra, and Rasheeda is upset that Kirk has been playing around with the wife of another Love and Hip Hop Atlanta cast member and young Jock. According to some sources, Jock even drove up to Kirk's house to confront him, but Kirk had already dipped before Jock could get his hands on him. Indeed, you did hear. That's correct. I won't lie, this situation is chaotic, and while I'm not defending Kendra's actions, let's face it, the young Jock isn't exactly an innocent man either. If anything, he might finally be getting his just desserts. For those who don't know, his marriage with Kendra has a lot in common with Kirk and Rasheeda, and he has also been a known cheater. In fact, he was caught cheating on her just weeks before their wedding, and everyone told her to call it off. But she forgave him, stayed by his side, and proceeded with the marriage. If that wasn't bad enough, he had a child with another woman while Kendra was pregnant. and he's currently out here looking ashamed. But let's not mix things up. This scandal is crazy, and to make matters worse, Kendra's hands aren't clean either. At this point, it's cheater versus cheater, and I won't lie, I'm eagerly awaiting the next episode. The rest of the season will undoubtedly be disrupted by Kirk's exposure, which came just 3 days after Kendra shared a heartfelt Father's Day tribute to Jock on Instagram. Will Rasheeda finally wake up and leave Kirk after everything, or will she continue to support him? Finally, will young Jock file for divorce, or will he forgive Kendra the way she forgave him? Fans have flooded Kendra's post with comments, with some claiming Rasheeda is deserving of better, ought to have moved away from Kirk years ago, and to be honest, they might be correct. I've always maintained that Rasheeda was the true intelligence in her relationship, while Kirk was merely a follower, and that she should now let him go since he belongs on the streets. However, what do you all think? Will Rasheeda end up divorcing Kirk, or will she continue to remain together as usual?